The cops or the feds said, hey, listen, we want you as a witness to tell us what you know. Would you cooperate against your husband?
Yes.
Champion.
Yeah, right around with an OG, you know me. Fat boy smoke a OG with the dope lean fofo to the police. Missing never give a hoe with a holdie. As I proceed, getting money with my whole team. Cold D's gon' ride to the slowly. Oh me a bitch bad, but she chose me.
He was acting like they were business partners, so it wasn't extortion to me at the time, because like I said, Dale didn't say, hey, I'm working with the feds and you're taking the money and you're threatening me to take it. I wasn't aware of that part.
If the, and this is what happens with this content game, and this is why, like, I've even said it to Wack. I'm like, you see,
now DJ Academics is nasty word. This is the thing about content creators. It doesn't matter who their friends are. They don't have no friends. The content and making money is their friend. If they believe that this angle is going to get them a better AdSense paycheck next month, that's what they're going to do.
I've seen Luce Cannon one time. I can't say I've been around him or he's told me personally about anything that I'll be the only one privy to. You were
right,
or you are his wife. If you were dating him during this time that he was allegedly robbing weed dispensaries, if the cops or the feds said, hey, listen, we want you as a witness to tell us what you know, would you cooperate against your husband?
Yes.
Champion. She said if the feds ask her anything, she's willing to tell whatever information to keep him. So that's just the dispensary. She also got 2 cases on him for domestic violence, champ, for that good old DV.
Right. Bro, if there wasn't the domestic violence thing, I'm pretty sure we probably would maybe be on Luce Cannon's side. But because of that, I really can't wish him to be free.
If you put your hands on a woman, just make sure you're ready for a lifetime worth of battles, bro. These females are spunky, and you're not supposed to put your hands on them in the first place. So if you do put your hands on them, just be prepared, champ.
Would you cooperate against your husband?
Yes.
Resounding.
Man, that's
champ.
a deep hate. Holy sh! Wait,
resounding.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. That people.
So
what?
Let me tell you why. Luce Cannon implicated me in one of his robberies and tried to get me locked up. Him and Sharice went to the police.
Wait, hold on.
Uh-huh.
You got to slow it down. Walk me through this, because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I never expected to hear this. Hold on. How? Wait. How we?
So if you go look up, go on Google, type in 7756 Kingdom Drive, robbery, home invasion robbery. It'll pull up on Google. You'll see it.
Just has the feds talked to you yet or no?
Which one? You're talking about for that robbery or for this current indictment?
I mean, either one.
I've talked to investigators many times dealing with Cannon, so.
Oh, champ.
Getting interviewed by academics like this, like,
so
crazy.
A lot of investigators have talked to me.
Were you forthcoming with them? I'm just wondering if you're about to say something on the stream.
I have nothing to do with the robbery. I have nothing to do with that home invasion robbery. Yeah. I was cleared of that.
No, we're not talking about you particularly, but it seems like these things have something to do with him. Were you forthcoming with the police? Because I'm trying to figure out if you're about to say something.
Of course. Okay. I didn't know. Like I said, I didn't know at the time. I didn't know anything about the robbery. I found out after, when I was brought into the investigation. When I went to the house, when the police called my mother and said I need to come to the house because people were robbed. It wasn't just the house. There was people in the house that got robbed. If you read what happened, it'll say it in there. People were robbed at gunpoint for the jewelry, cash, blah, blah, blah. So when I got to the house and the police are telling me what's going on, I didn't know at that time there was a current investigation and there was multiple robberies in the neighborhood. I had no clue. So when Luce Cannon and Sharice, when after that happened, when our same house got vandalized and robbed again, Luce Cannon and Sharice went to the police station and told the police I did it.
Really?
So then I got dragged into the investigation.
Okay, so let me read a little bit of this article. Riverside authorities are investigating a home invasion in which a group forced their way into a house and assaulted a resident early morning. It was at 3:40, and they're saying that they assaulted the victim inside before leaving with stolen items. Huh.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
And so they believe.
So once I had no choice but to cooperate. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to jail for something I had nothing to do with.
So the police only talked to you after Luce Cannon and them blamed you?
Correct.
Why did they just come to you?
Because I was implicated in it. I don't know who else they talked to. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know who else they talked to.
No, I mean, why'd they go to Luce Cannon? Like, was he driving like your car, or like why did they?
Oh, you have to ask Luce Cannon. I don't know why. Like I said, I don't know if he was privy to the investigation, if he was involved. I have no clue. Like I said, I got dragged in because of him and Sharice's statement that I was a part of the robbery. I don't know if he was working with them. I have no clue because, again, I wasn't involved.
So wait.
So I don't know what his reason for was bringing my name up. I have no clue.
So you're basically saying, do you think Luce was telling?
Again, you'd have to talk to an investigator. I can give you the detective's name that called me. Now, was Luce working with him? I have no clue because I was a suspect like whatever other suspects they had. So they weren't going to tell me who was snitching. I was being snitched on. They just told me that Luce Cannon and Sharice made a police report that I robbed the house and that there was already an investigation for the robbery you're looking at on Google. So they were asking me questions about the robbery, the robbery, after that first robbery that you're looking at. They asked me about that one and then other ones in the area of houses that got robbed to make sure that I didn't have anything to do with any of them.
Okay, interesting. So what?
Now, that shit is crazy, bro. See, it's.
Did Luce Cannon know there was a current investigation? I don't know.
Wait, so did they talk to you about this current indictment or no?
Did who talk to me about this current indictment?
The feds or any authorities?
No comment.
So you might be in that trial testifying against him, huh?
Maybe.
Yeah,
I mean, he testified against me in court.
When was
Jesus
this?
Christ.
There's a lot of things people don't know about Luce Cannon. That's on paperwork. Luce and Sharice have done a lot of things, and they got a lot of people fooled out here. But like I said, because, obviously nobody's going to do their research, right? Nobody's going to go and start looking up paperwork and try to see, because, lies sound better than the truth. But they have both done a lot of damage, a lot of things behind closed doors. It's on paperwork. After that robbery, then Luce and Sharice went and Luce testified in court and filed a false restraining order against me, saying that I
think
went
that's snitching? Like in a street? I know you.
Of course.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Do y'all believe that Shorty's going to testify against Luce Cannon?
I can't wait to see how all this ends up.